Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Tea with Thelisha. I'm here with Thelisha Thomas, and we are in downtown Sanford, beautiful downtown Sanford. Let's start. Let's go ahead and jump right in, Thelisha. Thelisha. All right. So tell us about yourself.
Okay, my name is Thelisha Thomas. Thank you for having me. It is beautiful here. I hail from the great state of Arkansas. I am a Razorback by birth and by choice. I'm now an official, I guess I should say UCF Knight since I'm down this close to the Orlando area. I'm a mother of one. His name is Malik. He's the apple of my eye.
He is beautiful. I had a chance to see him. He is
Thank,
gorgeous.
thank you. After this is over, I give you a little extra something for that. And This is who I am. I love people. I love being out in the community like this. This is such a beautiful day, and this is what I relish. This is what I enjoy. Never would I want to be locked up in an office behind a cubicle. So being out in the community and around people and into things is my niche.
Gotcha. So tell us a little bit about your work history. I know you stated that you started this passion of yours early on.
Yes, working with people, I've done that probably since before I graduated college with my bachelor's. I got my master's at Barry University out of Miami. My first job was working at an agency with disadvantaged youth, where I became the supervisor. And then I went and worked for the Department of Children and Families in the state of Arkansas and here, also in Florida. I've done child care licensing as well. And now I'm in the public health arena, which they all kind of overlap and interplay with each other, from what they would say now with the Obama initiative, My Brother's Keeper, from the cradle to the grave. I have had some type of connection with working with people.
So you are a super people person. How does this passion of yours, this people being your passion, how does this fit into the mission of this program?
Well, the mission for the Healthy Start Coalition is to provide access to care and services for women that are pregnant or in the stages of pregnancy, from pre-birth all the way until the developmental stages of 4 and 5 in their lives. My purpose and passion is, as a single mom or as just a citizen in this community, we need to put ourselves in a position to make it better for everyone. And when you start to look at the things that affect the health disparities or the health inequities in the area, you pull back layers of an onion and you can start to see where the problems lie specifically. And then we need to go and address them. So when I'm out in the community and women tell me, and fathers, because I should go back and say a family is what you make it,
Right.
not what I define it to be, because every family looks different. Then you start to see where I can help. If there's access to services a problem, or is transportation a problem, I feel my purpose is to bring the community together to see these problems, notice them, and then do an action plan to address them. But not just as a solo or a silo type of situation. We need to all do this together, because it does take a village to raise a child.
Thelisha, can you talk a little bit about the maternal child health issues?
Yes, in this county we have a high infant mortality rate.
Mm-hmm.
We have concerns and issues with preterm birth, low birth weight babies. Uh, And when you look at that, a lot of that has to do with education and things that probably could have been done prior to the birth of the child, that we may be able to head off in some type of way. We've had success in the past with SIDS and Safe Sleep. There was an initiative done by the program a year or so ago in conjunction with a couple of other community partners, and you could see the decline in issues with children and safe sleep measures. We have a partnership with the SIDS Foundation. There's several issues, but if you try to rank them, I would think that infant mortality in this area is probably the most pressing right now, because even though the state average has decreased, Seminole County's rate is at a place where African American is highest, followed closely by Hispanic. So we still have an issue in Seminole about the birth of our babies, and they're dying here in Seminole, and it's in pockets of Seminole County. You know, everybody, which is a wonderful thing, we're number 3 in health rankings for the state, and Seminole is an affluent county, but there are places like in Oviedo, in historic Goldsboro, and East Altamont that have pockets of disparities. So those are just some of the issues that we face every day when we're dealing with the maternal and child health issues.
So there is a need for the Healthy Start Coalition here. What are your measures? What steps are you going to take to get the Healthy Start Coalition on the map here in Seminole County?
I think it's a collaboration of working together. When I was speaking about the infant mortality and the low birth weights, you have to take the great parts of everybody and know that it's just not an African American problem. The infant mortality is high in the Hispanic community as well. Preterm births and gestation times are an issue as well. So I need to bring in the schools, the hospitals, the businesses, the city, the county leadership, and private entities to know that they all own a piece of this problem, because our community is only as good as the people within it. And you can't have it segmented off and forget about some or not address the issues of some and think it'll be good for everyone. We have to flow through this together.
So what methods are you going to take to get buy-in from these different agencies that provide these services?
Well, one thing is the community has been good and gracious about doing different community events. We need to learn how to think outside of the box and capitalize on that, as well as not talk at people, but talk to people. And I need to find out what you need before I do anything, because if I give you something that's not necessary, it doesn't help you and it doesn't negate nor does it fix the problem. So one idea that I've had that I hopefully will bring to fruition, we have a zoo here right down the way. I would love to do a birthday party in the fall of the year at the zoo, where you could bring in the children, the parents, the school, the businesses, and so it's a win-win for everybody. But the glitch would be, the ticket would be, I'm giving you information and teaching you something while you're enjoying something as well. So not only are you learning about the animals, I'm teaching you about health education. I'm making you comfortable with the providers in the area. So where you might feel unable to speak to a provider somewhere else, here it is in a comfortable setting that we can introduce, this is Dr. So-and-so, this is so-and-so, and you can kind of get a dialogue, because I think a lot of times when we're trying to educate, because you have to educate to be preventive for other things down the road, it has to be a comfort level. I need to feel okay talking to you about my issues or concerns, and I need to know what I'm talking about.
How do you think you can creatively bring change into the workplace?
Right up my alley of being a people person. I did a part of a study a while ago, a emergenetic study, and half of my personality is yellow and social. So I think part of creatively bringing change would be thinking outside the box, doing what they don't expect, doing something different, and making it work for the good of everybody. That would be my thought process. Open door, using social media. So I would say all those things rolled into one would work for me.
And Thelisha, you appear to be the perfect person for this. All right, everyone, that concludes. This is Tea with Thelisha. This is Miss Thelisha Thomas, and she told us about her program, the Healthy Start Coalition
Of
Seminole County. All right, and that's all we have.
Well, thank you for having me.